Just like poking the bear, aren't you?
100%.
Oh boy, you know I love to poke that bear.
She gets up out of her chair, busts a point of vitae to rip him up out of his
Oh shit.
by the throat. So she has
Okay.
him right underneath the jawline,
Mm-hmm.
and she has those pointed filed nails,
Oh good.
and
Yeah.
she digs them in, and she's holding him very close to her face.
You will stop this, or I will make sure that you stop this.
So,
yes, mistress. Lamont and I will go and walk the streets while you two do what it is that women do at night.
What?
Lamont lights
I
up
have no idea.
and takes like a stress inhale, and you see the cigarette being lit from the very top go all the way to the butt. Oh boy! And he throws the butt away immediately. He is not happy about this, but he's not going to say anything.
all right. So y'all are moving about this apartment building. It looks like it is pretty row house size. Like it's not very big, but there are multiple buildings that go down, and the front door is completely boarded up. And you see that there are bars on all of the windows.
Good.
Who wants to try to get in? And how do you want to try to get in?
Can I just try the door?
Sure. There are it has been like the front door has like 2x4s that have just been like nailed into it across to prevent it from being opened.
Is there a fire escape?
There is a fire escape. However, let's see. Is it? The higher this roll, the more put together the fire escape is.
Okay.
Okay, so the fire escape's not really very
Great shape.
much of a sound option.
Second question, do we know that Kara can sense supernatural phenomena or not?
No.
No,
Okay.
we do not.
Kara doesn't even know.
Kara's
Yeah.
supernatural phenomena, like sensing abilities, is that something that, like, is there a range to that, like a certain limit?
It's like anything I'm investigating, it like
So if you were like watching something, even if
Yeah.
you were like watching
Yeah.
it with binoculars, you could still probably get a sense.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, so that's a good idea. Well, if we have been tasked with walking the streets, Bellathyne, I think it is only best that we find a way for you two to get inside and perhaps watch us from above while we speak with the locals.
She just gives a cursory nod as if that is a permitted course of action.
my.
Would you like me to kick open the door like I kicked open the door at Freddy's?
Does he wink at her?
Say it out loud, Lamont.
No.
She just does he wink at her though?
Oh, yeah, I think so, probably.
Doesn't she have that condition where she's like wanton?
No, it's only for that person.
Okay.
And oh, don't
Huh, don't what? Don't what? Bring that
Don't.
character into this session?
The worst sort of person don't.
I mean,
Is there anything lying around that we could pry the boards off with?
oh, Emma just made a roll. What was the roll for?
That was a reaction roll to the taunt. I have 3 vitae for today. Let me.
Is she about to fuck shit up again?
Oh yeah, are we at full vitae? Have we gone back up? Are we assuming?
Yeah,
that
so
that's-
like when you
okay.
stay at the club, you have the ability to feed enough.
Since we can,
people by day.
okay, yeah, since we can drink.
If you don't stay at the club, that does not happen.
So I would only have to spend the night there to get
So
the
you,
vitae?
The concept is you're spending the night, and it gives you access to all of the blood that you could want, because you can feed on the club goers or the wine.
I don't know if I would have done that.
Otherwise, you have to start feeding.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, so she's going to cast the ability Dominate.
Oh,
She
all
looks
right.
him straight in the eyes and holds that. I don't know what sort of either somatic or verbal incantation is required for that. I don't know if there is, but
Probably not. I think it just happens.
oh, that's one success. Now you can contest it.
That's 2 successes. The 8
Well,
and
but I
Failure.
got a 1.
oh, the 1. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
So you can test that with your resolve and your blood potency.
Resolve and blood potency.
Mhm. So
What
we
do
have 1 blood
All right,
potency.
Before we
however
continue
much
this, what is your intent?
to dominate him.
No, I need an intent. What are you hoping to get from this?
So the way dominate works is it's like suggestion in WoW. So she's basically going to command him
Mm-hmm.
to fucking keep his shit together. It's asking her to behave. We're going to get this done, and we're going to be fucking civil about it.
Great. I'm gonna definitely contest that then. Absolutely, I will.
Yeah, I just thought it was a very natural
so
course
that's
of action for her.
3d10. So would I need at least 1 success or more successes than yours?
1 success and the roll's contested.
Okay.
So what do we do at that point? She
It doesn't happen.
win.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
okay,
doesn't
okay.
count.
yeah. I only have 3d10, so we'll find out. Oh, sick.
No!
Oh, look at that.
And,
Oof.
yeah, so two
Oh, I'm
successes.
so mad. It would have been so good.
But
Yeah, I think there's.
so there is another part to this that that Anthony can play off is he doesn't have to make it known that he has not been dominated, and can just, of course, yes, ma'am, so that she's pleased and like she stalks off and it's like, yeah, fuck that shit. The second she like walks around the corner.
Does he have to
I
roll
think-
like a lie for that?
Yeah. Augustine, having seen Bellathyne, do you say anything as you lock eyes?
I honestly don't know what she needs
Or would
to
you
do to
know?
cast
Would you
it.
know that it?
So yeah, you just need to make a verbal like command.
Okay, Can I roll a deception to see if like I can play off that I actually have been, even though I haven't?
Yeah, that'd be manipulation and
Subterfuge.
subterfuge
Because
subtracted
that's
by
deception.
her
First success
empathy.
or empathy. Okay,
Which is 2.
which is 2. Okay, so I just have that'll be 3d10. Yeah, I'll roll just to see. If not, I'll still play it off. Yeah, no, nothing. There's gonna be a moment. I think Augustine. I think you know that it didn't work. He just kind of gives a quick nod. Says, "Yes, of course." Well, you're right. It's a bad idea. Just kind of steps away from the door.
She clicks her tongue against her teeth derisively and moves back to Kara, who is examining the door, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was looking for something to pry the door open with.
So, in your look to pry the door open, you see that there are multiple metal bars that seem to have been pried off or broken off from the windows laying on the ground outside one specific window.
Oh,
It looks
cool.
like 2 of them have been snapped off, and then or 3 of them have been snapped off and dropped on the ground.
Could I fit through that window?
It is, in fact, big enough for you to get through.
Is it big enough for everyone to get through?
Yeah, nobody's of like more than average size. So yeah, everybody could sneak through there. And you notice that the window is also open.
Can I like peek through and not immediately go in? 'Cause that seems like a bad life choice.
Yeah, so give me a perception roll. Wits plus composure. Lamont, what are you doing while they're doing all of this, by the way?
I'm keeping an eye out, just see what's happening around, trying to make sure that we don't get caught. Not
4
Prob-
successes?
Yeah.
Okay. So 4 successes.
That's okay. Never mind. Yeah, 4. You're right.
You notice that the room has been recently disturbed.
Oh no.
Okay.
It's hard to tell exactly how long, but with your perception, you notice that it looks like these bars were cut with a welding torch
What?
of some sort. Like they were melted off with a very hot beam. This
Someone
looks intentional.
someone pulled these bars off with heavy tools. There's the possibility that there's someone inside here, and would one of them vampires please go first?
Of course. I might relish the opportunity to replenish my vitae anyways, as it is. She actively winks at Kara and just kind of like a little cat, vaults through the window.
Oh god, I'm about to die. Oh crap. Sorry.
Okay, so Bellathyne enters. Lamont, give me a perception roll as well. Wits plus composure.
All right, wits plus composure. Wits 3, composure nothing, which is a -3 unskilled.
Ooh.
No, composure is
Ooh.
No, wait, no, I am dyslexic. I read computer as composure.
Yeah.
'cause-
Okay.
No worries.
So 5. Roll 5d10. All right. 2 successes and an exploding one. And so 3
Yeah,
successes.
Awesome.
So from your vantage point, looking down across the street and trying to keep an eye on things, you notice that the front of the butcher's shop has a single light on. But you don't, from your angle, it's hard to see if there's anybody in there or not. You do notice multiple people milling about the alleyways and around the entrance. But it looks like they're mostly just, sleeping people, most likely homeless that have taken refuge in the awning of the building. The shop faces the front, so you know that there would be a spot on the back of the building that would face the canals, which is where they would definitely be doing the actual butchering of whatever meat products are brought to them.
After Bellathyne goes in, just a quick point of order. I guess another question before I do this, though. Do vampires leave fingerprints in the same way? Do we still have fingerprints? Do they disappear? Vampires?
I think they still have fingerprints because your skin maintains that rigidity, and it's not like they just melt away. Yeah. Now the question is, are there any records of your fingerprints? Is a different question, and that's going to depend on the age of the vampire.
Probably not. Okay, so in that case, I do want to do this. Augustine is going to just, right after Bellathyne goes in, is going to just kind of make sure that he's not seen in the street, pull out the gun. Would I know enough about guns to at least know how to open up to see if there are bullets inside?
Yeah, so
even if I'm not skilled in using it, right? Would I
correct.
Know that?
Like if you try to do anything more than just that basic kind of functionality, if you want to look at it, cool. Without skill, I have the discretion to make you roll to fuck up.
Okay, because I guess my intent is that I want to open it up and take out, if it is loaded, I want to take out the bullets and pocket those separately and make sure that it's not a loaded gun anymore.
Okay. Give me a firearms roll, which is going to be
just straight firearms.
So firearms and your dexterity, so that we might not who knows what kind of asshole Aiden is and might have given this gun a super hair trigger.
Yeah, right. Well, I only got 1d10 then. Nope. It's not a failure, but it's just neutral.
There we go. So neutral is a success.
Okay.
For this. I was really only looking for, did you roll a 1 and accidentally shoot Lamont in the back of the leg.
Oh no.
Oh
Yee.
Jesus!
Yeah. So yeah, I'm just gonna unload it, pocket the bullets. I don't even think pocket the bullets. I'm just gonna toss the bullets on the ground.
Oh,
in the
geez.
alley,
Okay.
Put it back and then tuck it away again. I have different
Okay.
for the gun. Okay.
All right.
Great.
There are now bullets scattered on the ground.
Yep.
Lamont looks at you, looks at the bullets, and just kind of gives you like this, like, the hell are you doing? Look.
I'm just gonna put my finger to it. Shh. Don't tell Bellathyne. She doesn't know I have this. It's our secret.
Lamont is just awestruck.
This
Doesn't
sounds
know
like
what
a
to say.
bad plan.
One, there we go. Hold up. I'm going to pull something real quick. As Lamont, because Lamont was not in the room when the gun was placed on the table, or was he?
was.
I was.
Yeah.
Okay. So your vice greedy starts to like kick in because you know this thing has got to be worth a lot.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But so like that's just like that's caught your eye.
Yeah.
Not that you have to act on it, but just pointing that out.
Okay.
Okay, so let's all go ahead and roll initiative just so that we have a turn order.
Ugh.
How do we do initiative again? Initiative is a stat, like, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
we
but
have
it's a
to roll it
modifier.
too, right?
So
The
it's,
modifier was.
Yeah, I honestly don't remember.
I have it written. It should be at the bottom of your sheet.
Yeah, it's at the bottom
Yeah.
of the sheet.
So it's
I
2
get
against
a
the mod.
I get a 6 total.
So we roll
Right.
1 and add, or do we do
I think it's you roll the 2 and you add them together.
Oh, roll the 2d10.
Yeah, but I'm
Yes.
looking up real quick. Initiative 51 to 52. There we go. That is 100% not what I'm looking for. Thank you. Combat, initiative.
Initiative says equal to finesse plus resistance. It's other traits.
Combat initiative, page 88. Okay. At the start of an encounter, in which it's important to have characters act one at a time, determine each character's initiative by rolling 1 die and adding your initiative modifier.
Okay, great. Then yeah, I
Okay.
got 6.
Okay.
So you roll 1 die, add that bonus. And so this isn't like a hard initiative as much as it's just giving us a way to keep track of actions.
Yeah. Okay, so it looks like Kara's first as of right now.
Mm-hmm.
So Kara, Lamont, Bellathyne, and then Augustine. Great.
What's your initial initiative modifier though? Because you roll the d10 plus your initiative modifier.
Yeah, my initiative modifier is 5, so I got a 6 total. So I'm still below you, right? So 12.
I guess it's not showing up on mine.
What do you mean?
we didn't do the add?
I didn't do the add. No. I just added that.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, that's all. Yeah. So I do have
My
the
bad.
1 plus the 5, right? So still less, just barely, but
Okay. So we will start top of the round. Kara, you have seen Bellathyne enter the establishment. What would you like to do?
I'd like to keep watching for the moment.
Okay. So as you're watching, you notice that most of this place has been stripped bare. There's holes in the walls where the wires and cables were. It looks like they've been ripped out. The floorboards are decaying and cracked and opening to what's below. There's like a spare chair or two in there that have been overturned. But you see footprints from your previous perception in the dust leading into the doorway at the opposite end of this window. The door is open and it appears to lead into a obviously dark hallway.
And Bellathyne is standing in the room still.
Yes.
Okay.
Otherwise, it is bare. There's some trash that has been settled in the room, but not much else.
I'm gonna whisper at Bellathyne, hey, there's footprints in the dust. And then that's all I really want to do.
As she says that, you do then, Bellathyne, notice the footprints that had eluded your vision until that point.
I thought
Oh.
Bellathyne was inside.
She is.
She is.
She is.
Okay, was Kara also inside?
No, I'm
No,
peeking in through the
she's-
window.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're peeking in through the window. Okay, I, for some reason, thought that you couldn't see through the windows.
It's open.
I don't know. I think in my mind I like visualized it with like
Mhm.
thick curtains or something.
No
It's a
curtains.
complete obscurement. So okay, gotcha.
So that will then be Lamont. You just watched the bullets drop to the ground. You've been looking at the bar. You notice, not the bar, the butcher shop. There is a small parking lot out front of the butcher shop where there are 8 motorcycles parked.
Let's see. Oh, no, that's not good. I walk up next to Kara and go, they're here. They're definitely here. There's at least 8 of them.
But in the butcher shop, though, right?
Yeah, they're in the butcher
We're in a
shop.
different
at
building.
least.
Oh, they're in a different building. Okay, where are we then?
So you're across the street.
We're breaking
From
into
the
an
butcher
apartment
shop.
building across
Oh,
the
okay.
street.
Oh, because we're trying to get up to... Okay, yeah.
Top,
Right.
so we can watch the butcher shop.
Okay, well, I'll inform them that there are at least 8 of them there. And I will head back to my post.
All right. So how are you trying to hide yourself, or are you just like standing on the street corner staring at this vampire haven?
I mean, I'm not going to be staring, but I will just kind of be...
Not gonna like
Almost
hide.
people.
Loitering.
I mean, that seems like it would make me more suspicious, especially because I'm not good at hiding.
Oh, then that if you were bad at hiding, then
Loiter.
well, you've got
Yeah,
a
I'm
2
just going to
stealth.
loiter. What's that?
You've got a 2 stealth.
Yeah, I have a 2 stealth. That's true. But I don't think it would be that suspicious for someone like me to be sitting out smoking and just kind of staring off into the middle distance.
Okay.
I think it's a better plan for sure.
So what would you like to do with the rest of your turn? Is there anything specific you'd like to accomplish?
No, I think I spend the rest of my turn continuing to look out, and now I have this like itching thought in the back of my head about that gun.
Yes, you do.
You had the chance to take it.
Yeah, I did, but I was more like there were vampires and it was scary.
There are
Things
still
are
vampires.
Things were getting heated at the time.
Mhm.
I mean, greed is my vice, but I'm not gonna die for it if I can help it.
All right. So that'll make it Belle's turn. You are now an urban explorer. You have
Yes.
entered the abandoned apartment building. You notice the footsteps leading into the hallway.
Okay.
Continue.
She turns around and she like gestures out for Kara. Lift your arms up.
Okay, she does.
She like picks her up like she was just a toddler and very gently and carefully pulls her through the window. It is a slower process because you can tell she is taking care to avoid any sort of like snagging or scraping. Like she's being very gentle, but it was probably also startling that she can pick her up like she's a toddler.
I don't know if that's how the vampire strength works.
Yeah, because you've got like a normal baseline, but if I wanted to like pick up a car, I would bust vigor.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha,
Yeah,
gotcha.
So she
Definitely
is,
just a curious
as
person,
a
right?
vampire, supernaturally strong and supernaturally quick to a degree. But I
Mhm.
busted celerity because it's that sudden like
Right.
you're there.
Yeah,
You
right.
can
right.
still, like,
Kara's not particularly a large person either. She's
Right.
Okay.
like petite.
she maneuvers her through that opening and sets her down and like gives her a visual once over to make sure she was okay, and then actually ask her, "Are you alright?"
Yes. I'm fine.
Make sure that you stay close to me and alert me should anything alarm you. Out of the ordinary, of course. She kind of gives her this tiny half smirk. She's being friendly for like friendly for like the first time now that they're away from like Augustine and O'Malley and Aiden.
Tisk.
And so they can probably. Oh, what are you rolling?
Hmm?
I know, I heard that ding.
So they can start moving forward a little bit, right?
Sure.
Because they still have a movement action. Can I
Mhm.
take Taylor's?
So we're not really
movement?
going by like the movement as much as I'm just giving you each your little like scene,
Okay.
and if y'all interact with one another, it's more of a I have a list so that I make sure that I don't forget anybody and like
Okay.
take forever on one person's turn and
Yeah.
not spend enough time on another.
Including
It's
whoever
kind of
else is in
loose.
this building who just failed a perception check.
Who knows what it is?
I was gonna do this anyway. I'm not metagaming. Bellathyne turns to Kara and says, "Let's be discreet."
Of course.
I'm gonna roll for stealth, which I have 1 in. What is the other component of stealth? Dexterity?
Going to be dexterity.
Okay.
You're going to be at a -1
Oh.
because of the condition of this building.
Oh, I'm in high heels too.
Mm,
All right.
Yeah. Oh, you're at a
that's-
-2 because of your outfit.
Dang.
Why? My outfit
Oh,
doesn't
dang.
have any play in that. I'm in a building.
Your high heels are a part of your outfit.
Yeah, you did mention
You have-
stilettos.
You
Those
said,
are-
which means you are walking full force on them tippity toes.
With clickety clackety shoes.
I ran my mouth.
Let's see. Oh,
Neither
whoops.
success nor failure.
Mm,
You can probably go ahead and roll too if you want to, Taylor. Is that cool, Merlin? If we both
Yeah.
stealth together?
Absolutely.
Nothing.
yeah, dang.
So we're just walking.
Walking. Just walking.
So Bellathyne's going to peer out around the doorway after listening for a hot second. It's probably quiet though, correct? Because my plan of attack here is to like start making our way upstairs, but clearly there are footprints.
Yeah.
So
Okay, I'm
we
with
have
you
to be
now.
Cognizant. We stealth. Neither of us really got anything out of it, but Bellathyne pauses at the threshold of that room
Mm-hmm.
before it enters into the hallway or whatever it's adjacent to, and she listens. And if it's quiet, she's going to peek out.
All right, give me a perception roll.
With composure?
Yes,
I don't know why I'm getting my phone.
because you're used to rolling on your phone.
I am. Oh, look at that jazz.
Whoop.
Oh, I did 6 instead of 6
D10.
10.
Yeah,
My
Oops.
bad. That was silly.
it's an interesting brain fart.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, nice. 3 successes plus an explosion.
There, 3 successes. She is perceiving well.
So
Mhm.
you hold your ear out to the opening, and you're listening. There's silence. There's creaking of floorboards, but nothing that necessarily seems off. As you look with that same roll, you see that the boot prints, the footprints, seem to turn and lead down the hallway in the only direction that's really available, and doesn't appear to. It appears to ignore the other doors that lead to other apartments, and it seems to go down and then turn again at the only other turn, and you lose track of the footprints because it gets dark. So that's what you see, but you haven't left yet.
Okay, so that's where they're gonna head though, because that's the only way to the top floor, yeah?
Yep, it seems like that is the case. So the two of y'all are going to head off down the hallway.
Is that chill with you, Taylor?
Sure. You're the
Alright.
vampire. You're in charge.
So it is now pitch black, and y'all can't really see anything except for the few windows that crack moonlight into the hallway.
Can I put on the night vision goggles?
Yeah, I'm assuming Kara had the night vision goggles.
You can put on the night vision goggles.
Totally gonna put on the night vision goggles.
You can now see in the dark hallway. Next
Not my
is going
turn,
to
though.
be Lamar. Wait, whose turn was that? Was Bellathyne? So it's Augustine's turn.
Augustine's gonna stand up next to Lamont. He also notices the motorbikes across the street. Do you think they're in that butcher shop right now?
This is just for
You're muted.
initiative.
I would assume so. I don't know where else they would be without their bikes.
It's true, but maybe they decided that this apartment was worth entering as well. I know that the other two are following a trail. Do you think if they were inside, that they would be willing to sell me their wares? Do you think I'd be able to purchase any meat?
Oh, it's so uncomfortable.
He says, he looks at the gun, looks at you, and was
the gun is
originally
out.
thinking, you know what, I can send this vampire in there. And then
Back
decides the vampire still has the gun.
Mhm.
I don't want to fight a bunch of vampires to get that gun. You know what? I bet if you went in unarmed, you might have better luck.
I'm already on.
And I go ahead and hand him, or like, put my hand out for the gun.
You know, that's a fair point, but you did see me just toss those bullets.
I mean, they didn't.
No, they did not. You're right, but I could easily show them. You know, I think using this might be an interesting thing. Do you want to come with me? We might be able to see about maybe doing a little bartering.
You know, I've gotten as far as where I am by not putting my nose in other people's business. Now, I know that I'm not doing that right now, but I don't think I need to put it any farther than I need to.
Well, Augustine's going to turn back to the window. I guess you guys have seen. I don't think Augustine would go in at all. I think I'll try my luck, but I'm going to keep this on me. I think you've got too much of a shine in your eye for my comfort.
Lamont shrugs. Well,
Augustine's going to walk to the butcher shop. Is it like a storefront?
There is a storefront with a door. It does not have an open sign or anything.
Okay, Augustine's going to go up and first try the handle, see if it is unlocked.
It is definitely locked.
Okay, Augustine's going to knock on the door.
All right, it is a glass door with the meat hook etched into the glass. You see that the inside of the store, there doesn't really appear to be anything in any of the glass cases. There's a single light dangling with just a single light bulb dangling from the ceiling, and it's just kind of like wafting in the air casually. All right, let's see. You knock on the door, nothing happens.
You got a 10, baby.
Oh, you're right. Thank you. Yeah, nothing happens.
But it is definitely locked.
It is definitely locked.
And there is kind of a side alley that leads to a different, like...
There are a couple of homeless
door
people.
kind of thing.
Yeah, so there's a couple of homeless people on this side of the street where you're just to give you an idea. You're at the front. Right behind you is a parking lot with all of the motorcycles.
Mm-hmm.
There's an alleyway on either side that leads around the building.
Mm-hmm.
And there are 3 or 4 homeless people scattered about this area that seem to be passed out.
Okay. It doesn't appear as if there's no like garage doors or anything on the sides of the building I could see.
No, there is not.
No, maybe something in the back, but on the front.
Give me a perception roll.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. So that's wits and composure. Yeah, composure, wits, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nothing. Damn, close. neutral, right? It's balance out the success and
Tim
failure.
gets to reroll.
Oh, that's right. I'm so sorry. I forgot about that. So I might actually get a success. Yeet. Nope.
Let's see.
That's all right.
Give me 1 second. I need to look at your character sheet again. Okay, yeah. So you don't really notice anything. It seems to be pretty
No.
quiet.
I think Augustine is going to walk along one of the sides towards the back of the building.
Okay, so you
If
start
wanna
walking.
move off somebody else.
Yeah, Lamont, what are you doing while all that happens?
Lamont is gonna leave him up to his own devices because he's not gonna try and stop a vampire.
Smart.
He's gonna go ahead and see if he can crawl in through the window and meet up with the other two.
Yeah, so without any issues, you can crawl through the window and you see them. You know that they have left the main room, but it is very dark as you pass the threshold, and you see Kara is wearing the night vision goggles.
Okay.
So you have now grouped up with them. So we will jump right into the two of you, Bellathyne and Kara, hear somebody move behind you from the threshold y'all had just left. Pretty safe to assume one of the other guys has followed you. And as you turn and look, It is
It's a Lamont. She
With
gives him a
Al.
nod.
Augustine.
Oh no. But then an eyebrow quirks. Where's Augustine?
He's attempting to, what did he say, purchase some meat.
She like narrows her gaze. What is that supposed to mean?
He's over at the butcher shop right now.
Her
I didn't think it was a good idea, but I'm not gonna stop him.
her eyebrows shoot upwards, incredulous. She kind of mutters darkly underneath her breath. She's likely cursing. It's clear she's unhappy about this turn of events. But it also looks like she's hunting for what to do about it, and she's not quite sure. She glances at both of them, and then you hear her say, "Fuck him." And she turns and just keeps going.
Ooh. Ooh.
Lamont kind of gives a a short nod of his head. It's like, yeah, okay, that's turned out better than he thought.
At this point, like, I'm sure Lamont can kind of sympathize with the whole "this dude's a liability" bit.
For sure.
Only liability to himself.
Not true.
That's
At
what he likes to
least the most important part is that Lamont and Belle aren't around there because they're the ones who've been speaking to the gang members lately.
Mhm.
So they're the faces that they would recognize. So we're pretty safe, but Belle's pissed off that Augustine's prerogative is to stir as many pots, run around and stir them all as he can
Yeah.
possibly manage.
Boy, should you love stirring those pots?
So many fucking pots. It's
Mm-hmm.
like Zelda, god damn.
Horrible.
Okay, so now that we have our group together, they can proceed farther down the hallway and then follow its trajectory until they find a staircase. Is that reasonable?
That sounds like a plan.
Is everybody
Can I-
chill with that?
Can I like make more perception rolls as we move? I'm like,
Spooked.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So I don't need that anymore. As y'all proceed up down the hallway, you're following the footsteps, and they lead directly to the stairs going up. If y'all are trying to be stealthy, give me another roll.
Another one?
Yes.
Dexterity and stealth?
Dexterity and stealth.
Okay.
Does Bellathyne still get the -2? Do you guys
that's
do
right.
that?
I only get
Yes,
one roll.
actually,
Thank you for reminding me.
They all get the -1, right? Because of the
yeah, they
building.
all get a -1. Bellathyne has a -2.
Oh, why does everyone else get a -1?
Oh wait, -1 because the floors are
The
shitty.
building,
I didn't.
yeah,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
structure of the building.
30. So one less roll, or
Correct.
just a,
Ooh.
One less
Okay.
roll.
Let's die.
we
2,
both got 1
5, 6, 4
success.
Yeah,
Perfect.
we did it.
slash roll 4d.
Nice.
2 successes.
Ooh, got a bunch of sneakies.
Yeah.
Sneaky.
Tiptoeing in my Jordans.
So you sneak up to the second level and you notice that the stairs continue up like a normal stairway, and you obviously see that the footprints continue right up the stairs. They do not break off the path. This seems to be a very whoever's footprints these are is going to a specific location. They're not wandering around.
That's disconcerting. They're probably going exactly where we're going.
Do you go up the next set of steps?
Yeah, I mean, we gotta get to where we're going.
Roll me another stealth check.
Okay.
Actually, no, y'all are still good. You get up to the third floor, and you see the footprints lead down a hallway directly to a door that, with any kind of spatial awareness, would have a window overlooking the butcher shop.
Somebody
door-
else is spying?
Closed.
So this is the top floor. We were talking about going to the roof, right? Or were we gonna stay on?
We
the
were
third
gonna
floor?
be on the 3rd floor.
Okay, so this dude's exactly where we want to be.
Yes.
All right. She stops and she kind of looks at Lamont as if he needed to advise on the situation. She literally just stands there and looks at him until he comments.
Can we tell anything from the footprints? Like, are they large or?
Give me another perception roll.
Do you want all of us or just Taylor?
Yeah, everybody that's looking can. Taylor is the one that specifically did it. And I don't think Bellathyne is currently
No,
like.
she's not. She's sitting there.
Oof. 1 failure.
Oof.
Ooh. No, it's impossible for you to really tell right now. There's kind of generalized. They are a size. It is a shoe. But you know where they're going. So you don't really get much more information other than that.
Bellathyne's
Steve.
gonna continue to stare at Lamont until he advises as to the situation.
Well, there's somebody else here. And normally, I would be getting out of here, but considering we have a vampire with us, I don't know if that's entirely necessary.
Why would someone else be here? Is there some sort of underground... She kind of just shrugs. Crime business is not her business.
Police. Police might be here. They've been known to stake out. If you stay in one place too long, the cops will find out eventually. They're not dumb.
Do
Could-
police possess welding torches or other sorts of instruments that would allow them to melt metal bars off windows?
I guess that's fair. They do have access to that sort of thing. I mean,
I
they have access to all city funds, but I kind of doubt they would go through and do that to private property.
I think there's some small chance that this might be the person who's controlling our Edmund Fairway.
Her eyebrows lift appreciatively. Well, I was hoping not to make these introductions so quickly, but I don't know if we should go in there.
Can we move, or do you guys want to take some time to think? We go to.
Yeah, so y'all think about it. We'll jump
Yeah,
down to
yeah.
Augustine.
God damn it.
Is the alley hidden enough? I mean, is it pretty open? So, like, there's if you were like on either end, you'd probably see it.
No, it's pretty well like padded with shit. Like
Okay.
there's a dumpster on either side. There's a bunch of trash bags. It smells like
Before,
rot.
Yeah. Before I move forward, can I take one of the homeless people and like pull them behind like a pile of like a dumpster or something that's back there, like a pile some kind of like hidden from the view of the apartment
Mhm.
building is what I'm doing.
Give me a.
And I guess also in
let's-
conjunction with that, I want to make sure that there aren't cameras on the wall, right?
You
Up
do
at the
not see
tree.
any cameras.
I don't see any cameras. Okay, great. Then yeah, I just want to cut and go behind.
Okay, you don't have any issue. The first homeless guy or homeless person that you
Mhm.
grab is barely alive.
Okay, that's great. That's perfect. Do I need to roll a stealth or anything to hide
Yeah,
behind?
stealth roll.
Which is the
That's going
stealth
to be
plus
dex and stealth.
dex. Would I get a bonus with my in plain sight, or is that not quite in plain sight?
No, then you get a bonus within plain sight. I feel like that works.
It's a 1 bonus, right?
Yeah.
That's 5d10. Explodey. Let's hope. Yeah, sick. Okay, a success. Single success.
All right.
My intent is to hide this homeless person who is nearly dead. That's perfect for my goals. I am trying to change clothing with them before I continue forward.
Mm-hmm.
So I take off their clothing,
Taylor.
put it on, and I
Yeah.
put my clothing on them. So great. So now I'm in homeless clothing. I'm going to
But
continue.
the crime sweater.
It's fine. I'll explain it somehow. Lost to time. Augustine is going to continue moving backwards, but changing his gait a little bit to seem more homeless, right? Not like kind of the normal like straight upright position
Right.
that he takes. Is going to try to act more homeless to kind of and then get behind to see if there's anyone. Is there a big like bay door? Those kinds of things, right? See other access points into this.
All right. So as you round the corner, you do see a very large, like, bay garage door on the back.
Okay.
It is closed. You do notice that there is a. It looks like they have broken part of the foundation near the canal
Mhm.
to just slope directly into the water
Okay.
from the opening of the garage for either a boat or to slide things down. There's definitely the stench of blood is thick here.
Okay.
What would you like? There is a door as well as a garage on this back end, but no windows that you can see, save for like a small frosted glass bit of the door.
Yeah. Augustine is going to go to the door and knock again, but like kind of not like just a polite knock, but not like a pounding on the door, right?
Right.
Like a knock, I guess that an inebriated person would have, like kind of like a sloppy knock, I guess.
Okay.
Kind of
A moment later, the door slams open, and there's this like 6'2" biker guy clad in. Well, I'm gonna take back the biker guy. It's hard to tell that he's a biker.
Okay.
He's wearing a butcher's apron. He's just got blood splatter all over. His fangs are out, and he is just staring at
Fangs are out. Okay.
Hair is pulled back into a tight knot on the top of his
Mhm.
head with a hair apron.
Mm-hmm.
And he just kind of stares at you angrily, growling.
Hey, how's it going? It's a nice night, right?
He doesn't say anything. He just squints his eyes.
Oh no. Do not make me rescue you.
Oh God.
I don't know what he's doing. That's okay.
Yeah, what about the night?
Oh, it's pleasant. I just
What are you looking for? Are you looking for handouts, old man?
No handouts. You know how, people talk, right? Whispers and all that. I heard that you guys buy stuff, right? Kind of got good deals going. I just thought I found something real shiny. It's new. It's a fun toy. I thought maybe somebody like you guys, I've seen you kind of walk around. You're tough. You're big, right? You might want
Spit it
something.
out, old man. What do you got?
I got it's okay. Now don't. It's not. Nothing's loaded. I'm not trying. I'm just trying to hawk wares, right?
You hear the glove that he is wearing clench,
Oh my
as,
god.
like the leather pulls taut as he makes a fist. Spit it out.
It's just all right. It's a gun, It's a gun. It's bright. It's real. It looks real fancy. I got it. Don't ask me how. I just found it. I just thought you guys might be interested. I see you guys look tough and big. You might like it with your bikes and all.
Let me see it.
All right, now don't. No sudden moves, huh? All right,
Nice and slow.
all right. I'm gonna open the jacket so you can see me open it, and you can see the gun. It's just, it looks so. It's just the handle, right? It's kind of tucked in the coat and the shirt. It's pretty good, right? It's bright. I thought you guys.
He steps back from the door, holding it open, and motions with his head for you to walk in.
Okay. No funny business, huh?
He says nothing.
It's all funny business now.
Who?
I have to come rescue you. Or
Oh, no.
will help me if you frame it by putting his gun there, I swear.
As you were looking into the back of the butcher shop, you see meat hanging from hooks, skinned and butchered, drying out. You hear the wet thud and crunch of sinew being broken by bladed weapons, and you see other large burly men hurling hatchets down onto different chunks of. It's hard to tell what kind of creature.
Is there any way
Actually, butchers? What?
can I actually look like? Would a perception roll help me decide what that is?
Yeah, give me a perception roll.
Don't you have blood senses?
Yeah,
Can
you
you
also
tell
have
what
blood.
it is?
Yeah. I'm gonna just do perception, and then I'm also gonna use the bloodhound. So 3 successes for that.
3 successes. So you notice that everything here appears to be animal.
Okay. But I definitely know this guy's a gangrel, that's for sure. What does my bloodhound do? Can't we? I want to. I'm just nervous. I just don't like going in tight quarters, spaces. Can we maybe talk out here?
He leans in, kind of squints. You don't look familiar. He turns and yells, "We got a new one!"
No.
And he just kind of points with a glove. Come on in.
Oh God, fuck! Oh, I don't know. Oh, is there anything? Oh, I'm so nervous. Should I go in? Should I not?
All of this was a bad idea.
Yeah, absolutely it was. Ooh, you know what I do want to do? Actually, before I make a decision, I would like to use my. Where is that? Is it a discipline or is that a merit? It's a discipline, I think. I'm trying to use Beast's Hackles.
What does that do?
It kind of where is that?
Up the book real quick too.
It is okay. It's a discipline. Sorry,
It's the wrong
I was
book.
looking in the wrong spot. Disciplines. It's under celerity. I think. Where is that? Where is that? It's a discipline that it kind of lets me know who, like, what is dangerous. Oh, there it is. Auspex. It's under Auspex. So the beast focuses on danger and weakness. Vampire who borrows the beast's sense can use that focus to know if someone is about to attack them or to pinpoint the weakest person in the room. They're sensitive to things that other people cannot normally perceive.
Okay, so
do
yeah, you
with-
can bust this for free, and then
Yeah.
you roll, and then I let you know if they're intending harm.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
kind of
yeah.
what I'm seeking for, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah,
what
yeah,
is
yeah. Give me a wits plus empathy plus your
Plus-
aspects.
that? Okay, so wits plus empathy plus aspects. Wits is 4. Empathy is 2, so that's 6, and then the aspects is 1, so 7 total.
Oh,
That's 2 because I got 1 failure.
okay.
So, 2
So
success.
with a 2, your beast is telling you that this is dangerous,
Mhm.
but that nobody seems to intend harm towards you. Just that these people are dangerous.
Okay, sure. I'll go in. You
All right.
you convinced me. All right, we can go. Just just trying to hock it. Get some cash, maybe something.
He points towards a door. Through that door.
All right, you
And as
got
you
it.
step in, he slams the door behind you and locks it and walks behind you.
Oh, okay, well, you guys can go. I need to think about my next move.
All right. All right.
No.
So we're back at the apartment. Y'all are looking down the hallway where you see the footprints leading to the door. Nobody's really made a decision on what y'all want to do about this, or do you just ignore it? You're not even sure anybody's actually there yet, just that there was at some point.
Is there any way that we can, especially Bellathyne with any sort of vampire capacity, detect an individual in the next room?
So there is, what was that thing that we did previously, Anthony, where you like licked them to determine?
Bloodhound, but she doesn't have that.
But there was something a part of, like there is a normal way of that to work. Bloodhound just benefits it.
Oh, the instincts. Something,
Let's search for Bloodhound and then we can trace it back.
It's
Kindred
senses. Yeah, kindred senses.
Yeah, okay. So. Oh, so you can see better in the dark.
Yeah, we see better, but we don't have dark
Right.
vision.
Yeah, you compensate with hearing. In full darkness, they only suffer a -2 to things that require vision. If they encounter traces of blood, even if dried or hidden, they immediately see and even very small quantities. They can hear heartbeats at 3 yards or meters per dot of blood potency. So if she walked to the door, she would be able to hear a heartbeat if there was anybody in the room.
If they were alive.
If they were alive.
Okay, that's easy enough. She gives a raised finger of caution. And does my stealth roll still carry?
No, you'll have to make another stealth roll.
That was it was just a 1. Ah, shit.
I mean, you're less likely to fail.
Yeah, I'm not failing, but I'm not succeeding. So the clack of her heels is sounding, Merlon?
Yes. So with 1 success, that's what you got?
No, I did
Nope, it
not
was another.
succeed, but I did
So
not
that-
fail.
But you didn't fail, which means you're not quiet, but you're not not everybody is just being alerted. What are the other 2 of you doing while she does this, just so that I have an
That's
idea?
why she held up a finger of caution, because she was gonna go test the waters before.
Yeah, I'm hanging back.
Yeah,
I'm scared it's a vampire.
she's trying to keep them
Same
safe.
here.
Let me see. How much does she give a fuck? Because I can take her shoes off. Oh, she doesn't. So she's gonna walk up, the subtle click of her heels sounding against the
Right.
flooring.
Before anything happens, you take a step past the threshold, and your first foot that steps through snags on something
Like how? Like she gets caught, or it's a sticky surface, or
Like you hit a piece of fishing line
oh
and your
no.
foot pulls, and you hear a ting, and you see this small metal cylindrical, it looks almost like a bottle cap, kind of not bottle cap, but a pin is what I'm looking for. Fall to the ground.
How quickly can she react?
With celerity, you could grab both of the humans and dive down the hallway,
She does exactly
down
that.
the stairwell.
She it's probably painful how quickly an arm goes around each of their rib cages and she just shoots down to get the next like landing of the hallway of the stairwell from the hallway. That was poorly explained, but we get the gist. And
Okay, give me a strength plus athletics roll.
I do have athletics. Strength, athletics, okay.
I would also recommend this is a great time to bust a willpower.
Okay. Let me keep track of that. I've busted a lot today. So that's a vitae and a willpower?
Mhm.
Okay, so that's going to give me 66. 6d10. Oh, thank God.
Oh, damn.
Okay, so 3 success.
So before the pin even hits the ground, your senses go off as you had stepped through, the pin flies, and you see this device start falling, and it looks like it's just got nails and screws embedded in a can.
No, a goddamn pipe bomb.
And you, without missing a second, slam both of the humans, and then with another push of your feet, launch down the stairwell out of harm's way as an explosion rocks the room.
She looks very
Oh.
annoyed.
Everybody give me a strength or a stamina plus what would that be? Stamina and resolve roll. Let's do that.
What is this for?
This is just for resisting the concussive force of an explosion.
Oh, well, good.
1 success.
Ooh.
You're muted again.
One explosion, so roll 1d10. Okay,
1 success.
so one success.
And Belle has 3.
All right. So your ears hurt. It's hard to hear. You're going to be at a -1, all of you, for anything hearing related, except for Bellathyne, actually, because of the number of successes. But nobody has taken any damage other than you've got some bruises. It hurts. Your world kind of spun for a moment as you moved at a speed that your body is not equipped to deal with. And you see when celerity busts, Bellathyne has gone full vampire mode. Fangs are exposed, her face is a little bit tauter because of it,
Yeah.
and it looks a lot scarier than you've ever seen.
But it fades immediately when she puts them down.
It's that split second where you see the reality of what she is, and then morph back into what she wants you to see.
She does immediately check. Well, not check, but she immediately, her focus is on Kara, and she's giving her another visual once over. Her hands are kind of hovery, as if, normally, under more amicable circumstances, she probably would have touched and checked, but she understands the social as well as I don't know what other boundary that would be. It's clearly not proper anymore, but the instinct is still there, if that makes sense. She
Okay.
asks them both. She seems kind of shaken if they're okay.
I mean, Kara is a little physically battered, but she's fine.
She looks
She,
at
like-
Lamont.
Lamont is shaken visibly. Like, the hell was that?
Would she know what a pipe bomb is?
Yes, because of O'Malley.
Oh, god damn it.
She would at least know that it was a explosive. Maybe not what specific type, but she knows that was an explosive and that was trapped. That hallway was booby trapped.
How loud was it? Like, really? Do we need to find a place to hide?
Yes.
As you now, this is at the same time, so we're going to flash forward to you just as it happens, and then we're going to
Yep.
flash to them to finish the scene. All of a sudden, as y'all are walking, you hear in the distance, and all of the gang roll look
No! No!
off in that direction, and you hear some people talking amongst each other on what the fuck was that?
Hey, do you guys know what that was? Is that something we gotta worry about? You guys got any marks on you or something? Huh? You guys
They all-
okay?
They look between each other, and then it'll fade right back